name's Owen, and I'm the Dungeon Master of our Return of the Giants 5th edition homebrew campaign.
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm playing Lyra, the Eladrin Spore Druid, and she is just a little bit obsessed with mushrooms.
Hi, my name's Simon. I'm playing the character of Ember. I'm a wildfire druid who's on a quest to be the very best there ever was.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I play Harry Harrington, the Herringon, the roguish merchant with the heart of gold.
My name is Christian. I'm playing Bartholomew, the romantic dancing Owlin, Paladin of devotion.
Hi, my name is Matt, and I'll be playing Niles Silverwind, the Owlin, Way of the Sympathy Monk.
Hey guys, I'm Jared. I play the character of Thrain, the boisterous frost giant, the Goliath, path of the giant barbarian.
Hello there, lovely listener. This is just a warning to let you know that this episode of Return of the Giants may contain adult language or adult themes. Hello, and welcome back to the Lost Archives, everybody. It is wonderful to see all of your gorgeous faces. We are here, we are ready, we are raring to go with our premiere homebrew D&D adventure, Return of the Giants. Now, bit of a cliffhanger last session. We had one of our lovely characters speak to the goddess of the wilds and wilderness, Melora, which is given the party some spicy information, which I'm sure Bartholomew will be happy to share once we jump in, but we do need to explore what's been happening on the floor below of the fire giant volcano with Grim, Lyra, and Niles. So I won't do too many announcements before we jump back in. I've got a really solid recap to jump us back in as well. Just a quick apology from Simon. I don't think he's going to be joining us tonight from the looks of things. I haven't heard from him in a little bit. I'm getting a little bit worried. So I'm going to try and reach out again and just see if he's okay. I'll call him on his mobile number tomorrow and see how he's doing. Just make sure he's all okay. So if you are watching and listening, Simon, we miss you. Come play with us. We miss you, my friend. Hope you're okay. If not, I'll call you tomorrow. I'll see you soon. So I'll play the character of Ember tonight, which is easy peasy. And that's pretty much it for fun announcements. More Wandering Village episodes coming, more Bard to the Bone episodes coming. You'll see that's coming out on YouTube over the next couple of days. Okay. Cosmere TTRPG. I have the digital stuff. I've got all of it. It's all been sent. I have everything. Holy shit. It is so good. For those of you who are not aware of the Cosmere, you need to do yourselves a favor and go and read the book The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I promise the first chapter will be a little bit confusing, but stick with it. The first chapter is like a prequel to an event that occurs 1,000 years before the beginning of the novel. Trust me. Just read that first chapter, be confused and go, what the fuck? Who are these people? They haven't been mentioned again. It will come back, I swear. It is one of the greatest fantasy series of all time. I love it so much. The TTRPG based on it, we will be playing very, very soon. Stay tuned. It's really, really cool. I have some really exciting stuff. I don't think I'm allowed to share too much of it yet. So soon, we will have some news for you on that very, very soon. Apart from that, the artwork for our Tuesday night short D&D campaign for the Avatar Legends crew is coming along nicely. I've only got 2 characters. I see you fucking quotation marking my words of short. I will stick to it this time.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. I have the character art for those. I've only got 2 bits left. I've half finished one of them, so technically 1.5. So we'll have that ready to go pretty soon as well, and we'll be jumping into that not too far in the future, probably in the next couple of weeks. So I'll keep you posted on that. And we're coming to the end of Curse of Strahd, which is really sad. I've really enjoyed Curse of Strahd, but also really exciting because there's lots of cool stuff happening in Curse of Strahd. So make sure you jump back in, see what's been happening there. The Cosmere TTRPG, most likely at this stage, will be starting up once we wrap up with Curse of Strahd. There won't be a huge hiatus. I want to get up and running with it pretty quickly. So I'll be starting to create characters and work on artwork with the team very shortly. We're not going to go heavy into character creation because we're going to do a session 0. It's one of those systems that works really well with a session 0. A good session 0 sets you up for huge success with the Cosmere TTRPG. So we'll do a proper session 0. The only thing I'll need is the characters to pick their lineage or their race/species and roughly appearance. Apart from that, everything else we're going to figure out in session 0. So I'll be reaching out to the players and we'll be starting the character artwork very soon on that. I think it's safe to say Matt's very excited to be joining us for the Cosmere TTRPG. Would that be fair to say, Matt?
We'll see. I'm very
We'll see.
excited, but yeah, I might need to. I might
See
need
how
to
Monday
to
nights.
see. Yeah.
That's fair. That's very, very fair. So I'll keep you posted on what's happening there. We'll have some news there shortly. And that's all the fun news to share. So, shall we jump into the session? Let me do a recap and let's get us rolling in. Unless there's anything else fun before we jump in. No. Everyone looks happy. Sweet.
We're pretty good.
Let's do it. The Tempest Adventuring Guild, a name now legendary across the lands of Nostea, is taking on the threat posed by the return of the Giants. Lyra, Niles, Harry, Ember, Threin, and Bartholomew have sailed across the waves to the Shattered Isles, making their way to the site of a volcanic eruption. Arriving at the base of the volcano after investigating the evacuated village of Heatmeave, the group are now exploring the inner workings of the Fire Giant Forge inside the caldera. Cautiously moving through the corridors carved into the volcano, the team soon arrived in the heart of the volcano, a large metal construct half sunk in the lava filling the central chamber. But the team were not alone. A cloud giant woman was working on the machinery nearby, and deciding to speak with her, the team revealed themselves, luckily able to bluff the giant into believing they were helpful tools of other giant clans. Claiming to be interested in ceasing the eruption of the volcano, the cloud giant requested the party explore in search of a large gemstone wrapped in wires, and to return to her immediately upon locating it. Making their way to the floor above, the group soon found themselves in a partially destroyed workshop, a lava myrmidon ambushing them upon closer investigations of the room. Fighting for their lives against this monstrosity, Lyra unleashed a stream of water over the monster, steam exploding around its form as Ember wreathed it in fairy fire. Taking out the creature and destroying it utterly, the team were free to explore further into the volcano's heart, soon learning that the source of the necromantic energy corrupting the falling ash was likely the result of fire elementals and other creatures from the plane of fire, being dragged through and killed by a giant construct. Approaching the upper floor, the team located the active energy siphon hovering high above, smoke, ash, and fire billowing from the maelstrom at its core. Standing in the center of the room, an enormous fire giant held his mostly burned away hand against the crystal, roaring in agony as a creature made of fire and smoke above him wrapped tendrils of lava around his form, calling out, "Burn with me." With the arm of the giant slowly burning away under the fire emanating from the elemental, the team leapt into action. However, their efforts to interrupt this process were suddenly thrown off with the arrival of a very unexpected intruder. A tall elf, dressed in skeletal armor, wandered into the hallway, Lyra recognizing this figure as Grimmaw, a necromancer she had bumped into at the Unseen University. Drawn to the volcano by the release of overwhelming necromantic energy, Grim was quickly pulled into danger with the rest of the team when Lyra attempted to separate the giant, elemental, and gemstone using the spell Gaseous Form. Instead of freeing the giant, its now smoke-like body was pulled into the elemental shade and turned into an undead cinder hulk. Sending Ember to fetch the cloud giant and Harry to try and connect to the gemstone, the rest of the team, plus Grim, jumped into combat to try and hold off the elemental and now monstrous giant form. With both enemies capable of dealing heavy fire damage, the team were forced to fight hard to get close and deal damage while avoiding the brutal attacks. As the attacks from the party and Grim zombies began to show some effects, Ember returned with the cloud giant, who took one look at the situation and ordered the party to deal with the shade. With the party able to finally destroy the elemental shade, the Cinder Hulk ceased its attacks, seemingly no longer aggressive. This gave Bart a chance to check in on the cloud giant, his attempts to connect with her leading to her grabbing Harry before teleporting away. Desperate to shut down the ring, the team were able to separate the gemstone from its housing, which immediately caused a sudden and violent reaction. All elementals, including Flicker, that were in the area were pulled into the vortex before the large construct collapsed in on itself. While Ember tried to resummon his fire companion, Lyra, Niles, and Grim opted to explore the lower levels. Meanwhile, Bart decided to use the ceremony spell to dedicate himself to Melora, leading to a rather interesting conversation between himself and the goddess. We left off last session with Melora's warning to not trust the gods still ringing in Bart's ears, the rest of the team arriving at the floor below. And that is where we left off last session. Grim, Lyra, and Niles. Unaware of Bart's intentions or actions above, As you make your way down the spiral staircase to the workshop below, you can see that this was clearly designated for use for much more fine metalworking. The first level, so if you think about this as like the fourth level is where you interacted with the shade, with the large crystal. You're currently on the third level. The second level is where you were attacked by the lava myrmidon. This level, originally, the floor was covered in ash, spirals of arcane lettering, creating this enormous spell, but you've removed that now. Bart's impressive flapping of his wings having brushed away all the ash and breaking the spell. The room is now free for you to explore in more detail, and you can see that it clearly was designed for, fine detail smithing. Jewelry, tiny sections of arcane components. This was clearly a place where very delicate work was done. In the center of the room, the enormous pipe that probably once carried huge amounts of molten metal between the floors, allowing for easy access to the required components, is now empty and cracked open. You can see the top of it has been crushed and destroyed. The segments of ring that were pulled into that single point having collapsed and dropped on top of this, breaking through the pipe and sealing parts of it off. The rest of the room is in fairly good condition, however. No signs of the damage that was visible downstairs. This room seems to have just been left for a long time. The layer of ash that covers the surface is thick, hiding a lot of the details and items that could be scattered throughout this room. But you can see at least 6 workbenches designed for use by a fire giant, these enormous stone workbenches. Some of them covered in tools, some of them covered in tiny components. And on the walls behind these desks, these enormous tables, you can see what look like strange spiraling racks holding a myriad of items and tools, some of which you recognize as hammers, tongs, some of which look utterly alien to your eyes. Could I get an investigation or a perception check as you all make your way down the stairs into this room? That's just what you see. Let's see if there's anything else you get from this as you make your way down. 23 from Lyra. Yeah, not bad. Good roll to start
unless
the
there's
night off.
anything I could be listening for, but...
Look, that's pretty good. 13 from Grim. Grim, at this moment, there's a lot going on. You're still thinking through the spell that you're going to cast, Tensor's floating disc. You know you want to try and transport this gemstone out of here. Mm-hmm. I'd say at this moment, you're kind of flicking through your spell book, just making sure that you have the components you need, that you're ready to cast the spell, just refreshing your memory. And that's why you're not paying as much attention. Yeah,
pretty much.
Let's say that.
These guys got to figure it out.
Exactly. Niles, 19. Lyra and Niles, as you look around the room, the layer of ash makes it very easy to see signs of disturbance. And sure enough, you can see that there are a series of large footprints, probably from the fire giant you saw above, having moved through this room. They head over to the desk at the far south of the room, and you can see dust has been brushed off. Apart from that, from where you are, you're not quite sure what else might have been disturbed in that location, but as you make your way over and get a bit of a closer look, you can see that the desk itself, in the very center of it, is a recessed rectangle. The surface is this dark grey, almost like obsidian kind of color. And as you get close and begin examining this, you feel that pull from your heartstones towards a large handprint on the side of this desk. Looks like there's some sort of interface here that the heartstones can connect to. I would say with a 23, that little bit of extra information, Lyra, you can see that someone has interacted with this recently, and what's more, they deliberately brushed the dust and the ash off to view whatever this surface is. It also looks like they opened one of the drawers as well. There's no handle, there's no section to touch, but it looks like, from what you can see, there are drawers that open. You can see a little handprint on the side where it was pushed back. Very faint.
I think I might see if we can open the drawers first, like without sort of interfacing with that central plate, just because I'm a little bit cautious that it may have, like if it was the fire giant that sort of brushed it off and put the hand on, if it was that sort of started the whole them getting stuck on the stone, and sort of with the stone not there, I'm just sort of worried. I'm like, is this going to just short circuit the whole thing? Is it?
Yeah. Is this also a giant-sized desk?
Yes, giant-sized
I wanted
desk.
to ask that as well.
Yeah, giant-sized
like,
desk.
what are we talking about here?
Yeah,
10
what's the
10
scale?
feet.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 feet to the top of
Okay.
the seat. Like we're talking, 15, 16 feet to the top of the desk. It's pretty high up. A couple of meters.
Lyra, it might be a little bit hard to open those drawers just with strength alone, unless you have a better idea.
Well, I was just sort of looking at the handprint on the side of the desk there. I'm wondering if there's some sort of pressure release or secret, sort of button that we kind of can't see from down here, maybe. No chance you can have a better look?
Yeah, I might have a bit of a look. Niles will just sort of casually just sort of fly up to that area where the handprint is, sort of get a bit of a clearer look and see if there's some sort of button or pressure plate or something there.
With a 19, and with Lyra pointing out what she can see, you can see a very faint handprint. It looks like there was still ash clinging to this giant's hand from brushing off the desk, and some of it is transferred in a very outline pattern of his fingers and thumb on the drawer. There's no button, there's no lever or handle that you can see, but it looks like enough pressure was applied to the very center of it to leave this residual ash in place.
Yes.
You guys seem to got this covered. I can't get up there. I'm just about to make the disc, but is that magical about this whole thing that's over there? And can I do like an Arcana check or anything like that to see if there's like anything magical about that whole desk or interface or anything like that?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll just roll Arcana. That is a 20 dirty.
Oh wow.
Grim.
That's 20.
You are not unfamiliar with some aspects of giant technology. This is only news and information you have. It's up to you how much of this you share. Because of your history, because of your past journeys and explorations, you've interacted with giant technology before. You know that without the Heartstone that you have in the back of your hand, it is very difficult to manipulate the weave and have the giant magitech, the giant arcanic technology, work properly. But with your Heartstones, the system, whatever it is that powers these, it's like you have a key to every lock that the giants have constructed, with some exceptions. In this instance, you know that if you were to place your hand upon the giant handprint, it would probably activate whatever this is. The magic would illuminate, the illusions that help create the visual aspect of this would activate, like a computer screen if it was talking to us, but using illusion magic. To open the drawer, it's probably enough to just place your hand against it, the hand with the Heartstone, and just apply a little bit of pressure to bring the Heartstone into contact with it. And I would say at this point, with your 20, you notice the incredibly rare, one-of-a-kind giant technology that you have implanted into the back of your hand, that you located and found and attached itself to you. Lyra and Niles both have one as well, and you're pretty certain upstairs, when you had a look at Ember and Bart, they did as well. This one-of-a-kind special device that you found at great risk to yourself, that almost killed you locating. They just have as well. And Harry had one 100%. The little bunny had his hand pressed up against the crystal. Yeah, he had one too. That's also a bit of a moment where you're kind of realizing, outside the heat of combat, the adrenaline having died down, oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. The stones in you've probably already figured this out, I'm sure. But if we just handle the stone, I'm sure it'll pop the drawer right open. But why have you guys all got stones too? How hard was it to get your stones? Sorry, a lot of questions about the stones.
We did technically have to fight a devil for it, kind of.
Yeah, in a way.
We did get them by accident.
Yes.
That's kind of cool. Oh,
You have one too, which is we've met kind of a few people that sort of have obtained them in a few different ways, but whereabouts did you find yours?
Now, Grim.
well,
Now, Grim.
Wow. That's a question.
You may choose to answer this how you wish. However, you
Yep.
know the location in which you found this, which you and I have messaged about. You know that mentioning you've been there could have serious repercussions for you.
Oh, okay.
did you send me a quick message about where that place
On
was?
it,
Because I've
on
got a
it.
memory of it.
On it.
I
On
think
it. It's
I
all good.
know-
It's all good. It's all good.
I
It's
think
all
I
good. It's
know
all good.
where it is.
I want to keep this one. This is one of those ones where like I know the
It's been a few
players.
months.
Matt does.
It's all good. It's all good.
Niles doesn't.
I've sent it to you now. There you go. That should appear in you. So just for context, you know that being there is kind of like forbidden. So it's up to you whether or not you want to reveal that. Probably a safer.
Yeah, it's what I was thinking in my head.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew you'd remember.
Yeah. I remember talking about this. Well, on my journeys with my colleagues, I had to find necromantic energy. Like today, found it as I was perusing around the land. Yes, there's a lich around the area. Nefarious things, of course, as usual.
I'm sorry, what?
Found it,
A
got
lich?
out. Yes. Let's not worry about it now. We've got other things to think about.
I've been checking that for sure.
Grim, I'm going to need a deception check. That is a lie.
Yeah, I'm also I'm like just a casual
Come on.
Oh, dear.
What, did my roll go through?
Not yet. Deception check.
Nothing gets past Niles.
Unfortunately, you've got to beat a natural 20 at 26. Oh, he's pretty good though. In any normal situation, a 20 would be like, yeah. I mean, the dude seems legit. Unfortunately, Lyra got a 22 and Niles got a 26, natural 20. So,
Yeah.
here's like Lyra and Niles. At first, this story sounds plausible. You're not sure what it is that's cluing you in. Maybe it's the kind of stuttering nature in which he's delivering it. Maybe it's the way he takes his monocle off to clean it so he doesn't have to make eye contact during the conversation. It's subtle, but it is a subtle tell.
Yeah.
Niles, for a 26, it's more than that. It's not that he doesn't want to share. He's actually scared of sharing. There's like not necessarily a fear per se, but it is almost like a fear. Like sharing will be dangerous to him. For Lyra, it's like you just get that. Like maybe it's because he doesn't want to reveal where he found this priceless treasure. Maybe he looted it from some like giant's grave that he's desecrated. That's not unbelievable from what you can see of Grim. I mean, he's literally wearing bones, or his armor has been made to look a lot like bones, and those little skull kneecaps, the little knee pads, they're very small skulls. So like there's already something there where you're like, are these real skulls? I'm not sure. Would I put it past this man to have like desecrated a giant's grave to find this? No. 100% no. It's very, 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 from what you know, possible. But yeah, Niles, there's a bit more you get from that.
I think Niles probably just shoots a glance over to Lyra and then shoots a glance back to Grim and just says, a lich then. Wow. We might have to talk about that a little bit more in detail when we have a chance. Perhaps, I'm guessing you're a fan of tea. I could perhaps brew you some when we're out of this place and we could have a bit of a chat. You seem to be well learned and you've been around this world. I'm sure you've been to many interesting places.
Yes, I have. Yes. No, not to the heights you've gone, no doubt.
Oh, well.
Yes. I'd love to have tea. Probably a lich. Could have been, I don't know, maybe it was another necromancer. Either way, That's not worrying about him. I got the stone. So Owlin's all well that ends well, I guess. Isn't that right, Jessica? As I tap her on the back. My companion.
As the zombie kind of stumbles forwards. For podcast listeners, Brandon is really we're doing some really good fine acting here. He is literally cleaning his actual glasses during this bit.
Works well.
It's fantastic.
Look, it doesn't really matter, if you're obtained it some way that's, less than legal. I mean, we've obtained a few items of our own through probably less than permissive means, but with this lich, I mean, if it is a lich, is it dead obliterated, or is it just kind of sleeping, gonna come back and bite you in the ass someday?
Well, the one that's sort of crazy, not taking over the world, just did the thing that every idiot does. They're like, I want to live forever. Oh, that'd be great to live forever. I'm gonna live forever, and they do that, and they go mad, and they fall into a hole, their own little dungeon, and they stay there. So I don't
Lyra,
think he's
it's at this point it occurs to you he could be talking about Diderus, the lich you encountered during the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, who could see the future and manipulate events to his own end. A very nefarious and evil creature who you found in a hole in his own dungeon, having been trapped there.
Was he the charismatic sort? Perhaps future predicting?
If Madness is charismatic, we might get along well. I don't know. Sorry.
I have met a few charismatic people in court that would be considered mad. Another, it's a fine line. Madness can be interpreted in a lot of different ways, and depending on how you spin it, it can come across as charismatic. As long as there's nothing to worry about right now.
Not. Probably
Okay.
not.
Okay. Probably then.
Probably not.
Maybe we take. We'll take note of.
How are we going to get up there and what's our hands on this thing?
Yes, you seem like you know a little thing or two about this. You think that I can open it without the Heartstone, or are you recommending the use of the Heartstone?
Use the Heartstones. But again, I don't know how to use giant tech. No, not really, but do I know magic? A little bit. I reckon you put your hand on that and pop right open. And I'm going to start casting my little Tensor's floating disc. Awesome.
As Grim's doing that, Niles will just put the hand on and see what happens.
On the handprint or against the drawer where the
I'm gonna do it on the handprint first.
Cool. As you bring your hand close, you feel that magnetism, that attraction once again, Niles, and as your hand touches onto the large giant handprint, the enormous recessed giant handprint. As soon as it connects, you feel this spark of static electricity, and then the desk lights up. On the surface of it, you watch as above that obsidian slate-like recessed section of this sort of dark black obsidian slate. As it begins to light up, you watch as swirls of color begin to emerge above it. Grim, very similar to dancing lights or minor illusion at first. And then the magic begins to grow infinitely more complex. You watch as the spirals of colors and patterns seem to swirl together. And before too long, you see hovering above, about 5 feet above the top of the desk, in place is an enormous illusion of the ring itself, of the energy siphon that you just destroyed, slowly rotating in place, arranged vertically rather than that sort of horizontal alignment attached to the volcano. And you can see that there are a series of runes around the outside of the ring, glowing softly, pulsing with light, almost inviting you to touch them. The magnetism fades and you can remove your hand back as soon as that happens.
Pull out a piece of paper and just sort of try and note down everything as best I can, sort of the runes, positions. So I think I might, if we get back to Griswold, I'm thinking I might hand this over as something that could be potentially helpful for him.
Yeah. Do you want to roll for me? I would say that I would allow either an Arcana or a Perception check. Because it's kind of like you're just looking up and trying to sketch what you see. I would allow either. Either you're understanding what you're drawing, or you're just flat out copying it as best as you can. That's not a natural one, is it? That's a natural one. It's a natural one for a total 8.
Wow.
Lyra, I mean, it's pretty. And as you sketch it, you realize you're not a very good sketch artist. Lyra's not really known for sketching or for having any history with art. You give it a red hot go, but like you look at it and you're satisfied for now.
Yeah, it's a bit different from doing like anatomical sketches of mushrooms and dark cave, I guess.
Niles is going to, while he's up there interfacing with it, Grim, do you know if there's a way to perhaps, I don't know, store this? I know I don't quite know how this magic works and how the Heartstone. We're still figuring it out. You see, it's we've had them for a while, but our experiences with them thus far has been dangerous, so to speak.
So you'd like to store it, like store the illusion?
Well, I mean, I could see Lyra there scribbling away. I'm sure it's quite accurate, but I thought
as you look down, you see Lyra's got like the pen. She's like got it in her mouth, and she's like, and then like does a bit of a scribble, and then like and then like chews it a bit, and then gets a bit bored.
In ink and paper.
Yeah. It looks good.
Oh. Ooh.
Would I have finished my disc by now, or should I just stop my disc making this right now?
Look, it looks like these people need your help right now. It's only 10 minutes to cast. You got some time later. You got time later.
That's it. I'm just like part like floats up, I'm like, drop it and just goes. I'm like, I'll come back to you later. Okay, so we're looking at here. Can I start trying to draw it down myself as well while I'm answering this for him? Like, if there's any sort of knowledge that I can sort of peruse of saving this, or whether or not it can be saved to the Heartstone itself.
Arcana or Perception check, your choice.
I think I might choose Arcana.
I thought you might. Yeah. Natural 1. Natural 1.
No!
Natural 29. Holy shit.
Wow.
It was rolling towards a 1. It was like, nope.
Jeez.
Grim. A number of these runes that are arranged around the outside you've seen before. You recognize them from your time interacting with giant technology before. If you were to get up on top of the desk and touch any of these runes, it would activate certain effects. A couple of them you already recognize. One of them you know is to enlarge the illusion, to zoom in on a certain part of what it's showing. Another one is to zoom out. There's another one that shows advance, which in this instance you think might mean to go to another step or show another screen. You're not 100% sure. But a couple of these you already know. There's also another one which is close, to basically shut all of this down, to close it off. A couple of the runes you don't recognize, but you draw them very, very accurately, as accurately as you can.
Perfect. I just down some minutes.
Oh, so no way to store it on this, or okay.
We could press the runes that might get us somewhere. If you like, I'll point out all the ones that you just said, like that one zooms, that's zapped out. That one closes everything. If someone's coming up behind you, don't see what you're doing on here. This one's like a dance forward, like a tab, essentially. I don't know if there's a save, but we could. Well, what's the harm of pressing some runes?
What about this one? I mean, the ring doesn't even exist, so surely it's not interfacing with this anymore. Maybe it's just like an illusion? Is that what you said it could be? Maybe?
It looks like an illusion.
Oh, well,
Okay, so.
well, who knows then? Let's click this rune then. I mean, I don't know, touch this one. Okay.
You can throw like a clump of sand at it and see if it just goes through.
As you pick up a bit of ash from the floor, a bit of gravel and grit, you throw it, just goes straight through. It doesn't activate anything. You know it needs to be living tissue.
I'm going to touch it. Niles will float up and touch it. What?
Niles, are you touching one of the ones that Grim pointed out, or one of the ones that Grim did not point out that you don't know what?
I'm touching one of the ones that he didn't point out, that he didn't know.
Could you please roll for me a D10?
Yeah. As because Grim said, "What's the harm?" And I'm like,
What
"Sure,
is the harm?
I get it."
Maybe,
It's a smart
maybe
guy.
we open the drawer before we push too many unknown buttons.
Just you put your hand on like an elevator, go.
It's a
4.
I wouldn't put it past these giants having like a self-destruct button or something, you know?
Oh. Ooh. I didn't think of that.
I didn't think about that one. No.
Both are like, oops.
That's the harm. Lyra's identified the harm. As you press the
Good thing we
rune,
can all fly.
as you place your hand up to the rune, Niles, your hand passes through. There's nothing tangible about this illusion. It is completely intangible. And as your hand passes through, the rune glows for a second, and you watch as the ring spins once, turns horizontal, and then rises up. And you watch as underneath, motes of light begin to form the side of the volcano until it is around the center of the ring. And then as the viewpoint shifts and changes, you realize you're looking down, almost like from above, into the volcano itself, with the ring attached. And a series of text in runes appears next to it for a moment, only for a few moments before vanishing again, as the volcano falls away and the ring is left there in the center, back to the screen as it was before. Almost like it was showing how the ring is to be installed and set up.
Is this an instruction booklet?
Yeah, well, that was interesting. Lyra, you want to say something?
I just had a thought, but
I like thoughts.
I have one spell slot left until I need to actually have a sleep, but I do have comprehend languages. I mean, if this is some kind of text, I can probably, use that to translate it rather than blindly pushing buttons.
That would work.
Yeah. But then that's no more heals or anything. What do we think? It's probably better than randomly blindly pushing buttons, right?
One's more fun, one is safety. I choose fun.
Look, I'm okay. I wasn't too hurt from the. I don't know how Bart is or Ember is upstairs, but I'm feeling okay.
About to get to them because it's been almost enough time for Bart to have finished his spell. Oh no, it's an hour, isn't it? Okay, no, it's not quite enough time. Sorry, Bart.
Maybe I should open that drawer then. We'll leave it at that.
Ceremony is an hour, isn't it? Comprehend languages for the duration. You understand the literal meaning of any language that you see or hear. Yeah.
I think it's a limited use cast. I don't think it uses a spell slot after all.
Oh,
sure.
cool.
It's a ritual. Do it as 10 minutes, right?
I don't think it's a ritual. It's came from my magic initiate wizard feat.
Oh,
So it's like a one-time use.
One-time use per day.
Per long rest.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. As you activate the spell, Lyra, what does it look like for you? I'm guessing, because this is like a wizard spell that you've learned through a feat, I'm guessing this doesn't work the same way as all of your mushroom magic. This is like a bit different. What does it kind of look like?
I'm imagining it was sort of probably one of the spells.
Or does
that
Swampy
she's...
like lean over and whisper into your ear like, it's this?
I'm seeing it more like as in the time that she sort of sequestered herself in the basement of the Tempest Adventuring Guild, like she's probably palmed a spell book off the wizard somewhere and is like, while she's sort of going through some of her field guides or something, copying relevant information, sees this spell and then goes like, oh, okay, like, let's see how this sort of goes.
Well, we know you were traveling to and from the Unseen University. That's where you bumped into Grim. So, I mean, you've had opportunity to learn.
Pages flying out of a field guide kind of thing.
Nice. As the magic activates, the runes swirl for a moment, and then to your eyes, Lyra, read like they were written in Elvish, your native tongue. The runes are as follows. There is no need for rolls randomly anymore. There is advance. There is essentially like increase, decrease. There is close. There is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. It looks like the rune Niles touched was stage 2.
Ooh. Can I just sort of point over the top of Grim's shoulder and just sort of amend his notes, like sort of annotate the translations to them just for the record? And then Niles,
It's very good.
I say we open the drawers first,
Yes.
and then I'm just sort of pointing out the other runes. I'm like, so the one that you pushed was stage 2. I'm imagining it was maybe already on stage 1, and then this one is 3 and 4, and I have no idea what they mean, but...
So we open the drawer now, and then I'll go and press stage 3, and then stage 4, perhaps? Just to
Yeah,
save
why
that
not?
curiosity. Okay.
Yeah, or advance, and then see if it does like the same thing. Who knows?
Okay.
I'm really just afraid of, sort of having this desk lock us out somehow before we get a chance to see what's...
Input the wrong thing 3 times and get it locked out for a period of time. Don't you hate that?
Yeah, that would suck.
Yes, that would be annoying. Okay,
You have to authenticate it with another Hearthstone. Quickly enter a code that matches.
I'm sending you a code to your Hearthstone.
I didn't give it enough time.
It's a pager.
Why does it think I'm in East Timor? You look at the map that appears.
I'm going to hover down in front of the drawer. See, is there some sort of like? Was there an obvious like?
Nothing obvious. The only thing you can see is the outline of in ash where it looks like some fingers were placed against the drawer. What Lyra pointed out to you.
Niles will again like go to the center of that foot, a handprint, and just sort of like gently press with his Hearthstone hand. And
as soon as you do, you feel a momentary attraction and then release. And as you do, the drawer opens with you. As you fly back, you can see that inside the drawer, a number of these what look like broken sections of crystal. There are these dull grey, almost like someone has taken quartz and almost like cast it with ash or something. It's like slate grey, dull grey crystals in the drawer. Many of them broken or splintered, shards of them sort of scattered around the place. There's a few spools of what looks like the electrum wire that you've seen the giants using for a lot of conduction of that magical energy. If you want to take those spools away, you can add spools.
Put as much of it as in the bag that'll fit.
No. Don't worry. I'm pilfering that very, very gleefully. As much as I can fit in the bag of holding.
2 spools of electrum wire, which you think, to your estimate, are probably worth about 250 gold pieces each.
Do the rocks, do they seem sort of more like the slag that we saw before, or like the anamium precursor or anything?
These look like crystals that have been drained of color, like someone has taken an amethyst, a sapphire, a ruby, and made it monochromatic. Somehow removed the color from it. It's weird. They look odd. But as you pick up and add the 2 spools of electrum wire, I'm not going to make you roll more perception checks. You guys have done a few in this room. Underneath them and underneath some of the shattered gemstones, you can see a few intact gems. One of which is actually housed in a casing, a claw-like casing of probably anamium, probably the giant alloy. It looks to be some sort of topaz, this very vibrant yellow gemstone housed in this casing of the mithril and adamantine and electrum alloy.
And is it just the one drawer that popped open, or is it sort of all of them?
Just the one that Niles pressed his hand against. And this is the one that the giant seems to have gone through as well.
Are there other drawers sort of beneath it?
Looks like one more above it.
Hey, Niles, once you have that drawer clear, no chance you can maybe put your hand sort of in the equivalent spot on that drawer or one up? I'm assuming it would probably open the same way.
So I'll grab the 2 spools of the electrum wire. What was the other thing?
A topaz. Essentially, topaz set into an anamium claw. So topaz set in anamium claw.
I was thinking maybe if you can also pick up one of the drained stones, just again, maybe Griswold might find it interesting.
I'm just gonna say shards of greystone.
Yeah, drained crystals, fine too. Shards of greystone. I know what that means.
I'll just type in drained greystone. Yep. All in the bag of holding. And then, as I clear that drawer out, I go, oh yes, Lyra. get down to the next one, and I'll like flutter out, and because I'm imagining this is pretty big, I'll
big,
flutter
yeah,
out
yeah.
and go down to the second one and touch that one.
As you do, the drawer opens smoothly. And could I have you please roll me a D1, 2, 3, a D4, please, followed by a D100.
That's going to be a 2 and a D100.
Correct.
D100, please.
Oh dear. 21.
21. Niles, inside the drawer, it looks like there are molds, sections of stone or some sort of grey earthen-like material, not too dissimilar to what you have seen the stone giants sing into shape. Molds for jewelry and for items to be created. And as you go through them, you can see there are a number of molds here. Molds for necklace segments, giant-sized, almost all of them very much giant-sized, designed to hold...
Quite heavy. And
yes, yeah. There's about 9 different molds here, all for jewelry and all for, like, there's a brooch, a necklace, so it looks like segments of a necklace, a ring mold. And as you're kind of like going through these, you find what looks like a section of the necklace mold that is actually broken. The mold has cracked. And just peeking out from the corner where the crack has occurred, you catch a glimpse of something shiny and metallic. The rest of the mold seems to be empty, but it looks like when this broke, maybe part of whatever was being created here broke off in it. And you can see this little shiny reflection inside the broken mold. And as you have a little bit of a look over, reach in and pull it out, you can see that it is a segment of what looks like a large necklace. But for a person of your size, for a non-giant, this segment alone would be a very lovely necklace if you get a leather cord or a silver chain. And in the very center of it is this gorgeous pearl. It looks like maybe this was cast and then the pearl was set in place. You're not sure at what point the mold broke, but it looks like this pearl set in this beautiful anamium housing, this anamium casing. There's an iridescence to it, an opalescence, this rainbow-like sheen over the pearl as it catches the light. Looks interesting. Lyra, could you roll me a D4 followed by a D100?
I'm just going to put in opal necklace.
Yeah, I'll chuck in pearl necklace, because it is a pearl, just with this kind of opalescent sheen. A 1 and 68. Okay. 1 and 68.
Okay. What's in there?
Okay. This actually kind of fits as well. Niles, the other item you find set in there as well. This one's not broken. It looks like this was some sort of ring housing, but it doesn't have the loop to attach to the ring, just the upper portion to hold in place a gemstone. So imagine obviously with like a ring, you have the section in place that goes around your finger, and then there's the housing that is set in as well. This one, a setting.
Yeah.
Setting? Casing.
Yeah, the setting that holds the stones.
Yeah. It looks like the setting of this, rather than being designed for use for a ring for a finger, it looks like it's actually meant to be attached to maybe the hilt of a sword or a hammer or something, some sort of filigree, some jewelry-based accessory for a weapon. The interesting thing that catches your eye are the giant runes etched around the outside of it, and the fact that it's a whopping big ruby sitting inside this thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Worth checking the drawers.
Yep.
Yeah.
What am I going to call this? Ruby.
Type
Ruby.
in
Ruby?
Hilt? Ruby.
Yeah, ruby. Let's call it a ruby setting. Ruby setting.
Yep. Cool.
And as you
Wow.
pull these out, these look untouched by time, perfectly preserved, despite having been, the pearl particularly was inside a broken mold.
Yeah.
How is this not damaged? This reeks of magic shit.
Yeah.
And It doesn't look like there's any sort of false bottoms, false backs, or anything in either of those drawers.
No. But looking through, it seems like to your eyes, the giant going directly to this bottom drawer, clearly there was something in there that was important to him, related to the gemstones. Related to this topaz particularly. Maybe another one, identical or something similar. An undrained gemstone.
Might be some kind of key or something, maybe. Well, shall we see what the rest of this interface does?
Sounds like a plan. I'm ready when you are.
Some runes.
All right. So I reckon if we reset it back to,
it's already back to its normal stage now. Back to default. It
so
played
is the
through
default
the. Sorry, you go.
the first stage.
Doesn't look like it. It looks like the default is the overview, like the architectural blueprint of the ring itself, of the energy siphon. It looks like when Niles clicked stage 2, it jumped ahead to show it being set in place in the volcano's caldera. Stage 1 looks like it might be something else.
Yeah, maybe we start with stage 1 and work our way through.
Okay. Niles goes and touches the stage 1 rune.
The ring splits into segments. You can see how they overlap and interlock, coming apart like puzzle pieces, like tessellated fragments of this large circular construct. And you watch as giant runes depicting numbers outline each section, showing how each one clips together and holds in place. And as each one does, the gaps seal and hold together until the entire structure is assembled. And then it turns on its side and goes back to the default view.
Grim, are you taking notes by any chance of this? I tried and I failed miserably, but you seem to have a much better head for it. I'm just thinking if we can log as much of this information as possible, it might help us in the future with shutting them down, maybe without getting stuck on a crystal or something.
Yes, of course, yes. I'll be jotting these down promptly, yes. Interlocking, tessellated, rings. Okay.
And then I guess as we go on, move through 2 through 4.
As you press 3, you watch as the view drops down inside the caldera of the volcano, the ring visible in the far distance of this illusion. Now it focuses on the positioning of an enormous gemstone set in place with wires connecting to it. And you watch as an illusionary figure of a giant places their hand against the gemstone, and then there's a flash of light, and it zooms back towards the ring, and then goes back to the default screen. The text that appears during this Lyra reads as follows, because you can just read this with comprehend languages. It essentially reads, once the energy siphon is in position, connect the energy conduit in place, ensuring that all nodes are sufficiently attached. Activate by engaging Heartstone Lock. Oh no, I can't hear you, Ali.
Muted.
There we go.
That's because I muted it. The Heartstone Lock, we're assuming that's the big crystal that the giant was initially sort of stuck on and stuff.
Sounds like that's the energy conduit that it's talking about. You little arrow, little diagram comes off it showing energy conduit as it attaches to the gemstone.
And there's just the one conduit, or are there multiple?
Just the one enormous gemstone. The one that you guys pushed. Collapsed the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, I guess see what the next button.
Stage 4. As you press stage 4, you watch as it zooms back towards the ring. You watch as sparks of light begin to activate inside the ring, and then all at once, the surface shifts and changes, a gentle, slow, swirling eddy of light. And as it does so, the text reads, with the siphon active, energy will be passively pulled from the plane of fire, transferred down through the conduit to power both itself and any other connected devices. And then it shows the energy flowing down into the crystal, keeping it fully charged, and then moving through into other sections as well. And then it goes back to the standard version of the ring.
I want to say there's probably a battery or something in that case somewhere in this facility, because it's like, unless this desk is somehow self-powering, wouldn't it be running off the energy from that conduit? But that's knocked over and inactive.
Grim, this is some knowledge you would have. A facility this large, if that was the main power supply, the ring, there'll be some backup, some auxiliary power, but it'll be fading fast. Probably won't be too much longer that all this stuff will be active, now that the ring's been completely destroyed. You can share that if you want, it's up to you, but you would know this.
Yeah, if she's saying this out loud, yes, you'll be right. We have rather limited time for the power of the system. More than likely evaporating of sorts as we speak.
Oh,
In that case, we should probably move quickly. Do we check to see what the ascend descend does?
Yes. Let's do
sure.
it. Press some
We
more
can do that.
buttons.
I'd say at this point, that is the hour's time difference for Bartholomew to finish his spell, to speak with Melora, to check on Ember, who is still trying to resummon Flicker, giving Ember a bit of space, seeing that Ember wants a bit of space. It's at this point that Bartholomew emerges from down the stairs and joins you.
perfect.
All right.
Makes it very easy to
I
bring
think-
Christian back in.
Yeah, I'll just quickly sort of bring him up to speed, but yeah, and I think maybe also at this point, if I'm interested in the computer, but I'm also sort of worried that we might be running out of
What?
the lights soon.
Yeah.
Of the
No,
illusion.
it's fine.
But running, because we, it's much easier to sort of search things now while we have sort of the ceiling lights going on, rather than trying to make use with whatever lights we've got. What do you guys think? Do we keep playing with the interface, or do we do more searching?
If you guys want to do some interface stuff, I can have a look around. Like, I'm not doing too much here, I guess.
You sure? I can fly around, and you might be better suited to deal with this, since it seems to be quite magical in its nature. Perhaps you would be better suited to understand it more than Lyra.
I don't know how to get up there.
I can carry you.
Oh, that's not an issue.
Yeah. I can
back,
read it,
Jessica.
but yeah.
Well, I've written down, because you've noted down for me what each are the things mean, so I can still press the buttons.
You might have a bit of trouble getting down if we leave, but that's fine.
That later.
Bartholomew, as you
Just
walk down the stairs, you
searching
see
with
these
shelves
fuckers
and-
playing around with giant tech, looking a bit confused. Niles is up there touching this illusion again and again and again. It looks like Grim and Lyra are currently trying to take notes and read it out loud. And as you wander down the stairs, it looks like they're mucking around with whatever this large construct is.
Oh, Bart! Hi. How's it going?
I didn't. Sorry, I just got back from FK. Oh, hello.
You've done such a good time, Bart.
Perfect.
We're playing with illusions. Look at this.
I can read the ticket.
Me and Ember like
Zooms in.
hulking the huge red. Ruby.
Probably at this stage you'll wait, because Grim said he's got a way to transport it magically. I'd probably say you've just gone like, where the fuck are these guys? And wandered down to see what they're doing at this point.
Okay. I'll probably be in a bit of a stupor, to be honest, with what just happened, and also peeling back the curtain a little bit. You would see openly, not hiding or anything, a confusion across his face, passive insights, across Bart's face. Confusion mixed with like very similar with what happened with Vice, like obviously hiding something. And inside Bart's mind, he's contemplating the fact that Griswold already said, "Oh, don't talk about me because there's people listening." After what I just heard from the lips of Melora, maybe this is a similar situation. Like if Grimm's worried about gods, finding out about the astral city and about him. Should I be worried about the same thing about what I just learned, that the gods have it out for us and that there are threats? Like, if I just tell these people, is someone listening? Like Melora just was like, I'm here now, you have no fucking idea how powerful I am. So there's all these just pessimistic, overthinking tracks going through Bart's head as he's like, okay, maybe I need to find a safe space, someone to talk to them, and tell them not right now, keep this to myself. So I'd say Ember's doing the talking as I'm sort of just in my own mind.
Well, I was going to say, is the tattoo mental link within range?
It would be within range, but I haven't activated it to anyone.
Oh, so like Niles reaches out to talk to you like through the mental link, and I don't get anything back.
It's gone. The mental link's broken.
I clock that. Okay.
Yes. Sorry. Me and Ember thought we'd come down. Finished the little ritual that I wanted to do. Just obviously what happened back on Mudria. With I guess a bit of a feeling, a sensation of the gods watching us, Melora and the orcs that we met. Wanted to show her that we did a good job. And
that's rather pious of you, but that's
yeah. Look, I don't know. She helped us out. I remember the winds back on the raft. That's what kind of prompted my thought. She helped push us here and helped get us here in time. Who knows what would have happened if we were too late? The visions that you had, Ember, might have come true if not for Melora. Everyone had a part to play, so I wanted to show my thanks. But we're waiting upstairs. Are you guys coming still? What
is the Cinderhawk still up there?
No, it got pulled into the collapsing portal. Remember,
That's
everything
right.
elemental. Yeah.
All good.
Well,
all good.
I guess on more.
coming?
Well, yes, we were just going through this desk here. Got some nice things, I might say. But we also think that the power source for this facility might be on its last legs, and that everything might go dark in a second. So,
I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just all of this like shit of like how bad everything is in Bart's mind, being the inspiring leader, or more so accurately the overthinker. I did think about the fact if all of the portals have shut down, and not just this one, there might have been other peoples, civilizations relying on them. This could cause waves that we might want to prepare for. I don't know where the others are located.
Like the flying cities?
I don't know.
You don't suppose that they were using,
rely on them.
that energy?
All I know is this one may have been dormant, but giant technology has been reused and repurposed around all of Nostea. If other of these rings have done the same thing, been repurposed, we might have inadvertently messed with some people and turned their lives upside down.
Well, I mean, that is a horrible thought, and I feel terrible, but there isn't a lot that I can do about that right now.
No, I know. You bring up the point. It's about to run out on its last legs. I just think this is something we should mention to Mira and maybe...
I was just going to say, do we have sending stones to Mira still?
We can try to get ahead of the problem.
Well,
But
yeah.
I was just thinking, if we just send her a message like, shut down the volcano ring, they all turned off, maybe evacuate the areas underneath the flying cities, just in case.
Oh, just casually relocate a couple of 100,000 people. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's that or they get smushed.
It's not even the people
we can try.
underneath it. The people living on. Remember that two of the flying cities are heavily populated.
Don't forget to mention how many we think there may be.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I've got. That's a lot to write down in a sending message, but let's give that a whirl, huh?
We believe in you now. How's Jeremy doing?
Jeremy's gone.
Grim?
It's only Jessica left.
Jeremy's. I've just got Jessica now, but she's doing great, aren't you, Jessica? She's on one life and it's basically just like gambling bone. She's holding him there.
As Niles is preparing the speech, I'll saddle up to you, Grim, striking up a bit of a conversation. I've got an interest now in obviously being agnostic, I guess, believing that there's things out there, but not believing that they're divine, being the sort of like Nepolis people, the Aerith theocracy. I do want to learn a little bit more about the gods, especially what Melora just warned Bart about. You said that you have a somewhat connection with Sylphia, but not fully. What do you know about her? Do you have any active worship as a necromancer? Obviously, it's a rare thing in Nostea.
Yeah, necromancy understandably is looked down upon. Bad actors is what I call them. I see myself more as a business person, but beside the point, doesn't really matter. Of somewhat Nostea, yet Sultai had some things to do with that at a point. When I got more into business, I leaned away to the other god. You know how it is. Pick and choose the one you like and somewhat and all that. This is the one that we were talking about before, whether or not I'm going to... This is outside the box. Whether or not I'm keeping this god or going full Sultai.
So Joaquin was the one you'd mentioned before, I believe, which we are... Because we're in the process of kind of moving away from the... But the good news is there's a way that we can do that. So you can use Joaquin for the moment. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use Joaquin.
I'm happy to have more connection to Sultai because I'm figuring that out a little bit more. But
that's
business commerce. But it comes back.
It's up to you. So Sultai is specifically a goddess of undeath, a goddess of the creation of undead creatures, very much within the realm of neutral good. But it's up to you. Like you've got some options here. If you wanted to sort of play into, you don't have to be following a god at all. You might have been interested in Sultai for her necromancy, but nothing else. You don't actually believe or worship her. It's just a means to an end for you.
It's kind of what I'm sort of picking up and putting down right now.
Yeah. And you know that your necromancy does not come from Sultai. You know where your necromancy comes from, and it's not from a god. So it's up to you how much of that you want to share. Exactly right. A book. Yeah.
So you mentioned another one. Joaquin, did you just say? What do they represent?
Lovely lady. Commerce. Lovely, helps out in any way for anyone who's looking to keep commerce going. Brilliant.
Her symbol? I don't think I've heard of her myself. Sorry.
I believe it was coins.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's like a couple of coins, isn't it?
Believe so, yeah. From what I was looking at before. But yes, she's kind of the merchant's friend, somewhat known as. I like her because she's not all about evil and good and all that sort of funny business and such like that. It's if you can do commerce and do your best to generate money for the environment, she kind of likes you. She's kind of nice. She's rather ambivalent in that sense. It's not so cut and dry, black and white. Sultai, of course, is lovely to follow if you want to bring back your friends, family, pet.
Have you had a long time to consider these things? You're an elf, correct?
Yes, God.
How old are you?
400 years. A couple of centuries, 300, 400, I think now. Haven't been keeping track as much.
The Aarakocra
young.
Grow up with our kind. They live to around 30 years old. They're a very young race. Owlin aren't that much older in comparison to you. That's incredible.
Thank you very much. I might have a couple hundred years left in me yet if I'm lucky. But you do get bored at some points here. I guess there's a reason why life is supposed to be short for some people. But besides the point there, are you having conniptions about gods?
Just a
I understood you just spoke with one.
I don't. The more I've been exploring outside the theocracy, it's just been more on my mind. So yeah, no. Thank you for appeasing my curiosity. In all your years, what year did you get that? And I'll sort of point to your heartstone.
God.
Grim, when you're necromantic, at the same time that you.
Was.
Same time you got the deeper necromancy, your special necromancy. So as far back as you want, there's no timeline on this. You can do whatever you want. So whenever you think, however long Grim's been dealing with his necromancy, could have been in the last 5 years, because I'm assuming Grim's been studying necromancy for a long time. The specific flavor that you're now wielding could be recent for Grim, and he's still trying to figure it out. Could be in the last 5 years, could have been longer if you want, and Grim's still sort of trying to get a handle on it. But the Heartstone hasn't done anything until the last year, since the Giants returned to Nostea. Before then, you didn't really do much. You couldn't really get it to do anything. It kind of just like attached itself, and then that was it. But in the last sort of couple of months when the Giants returned, everything has changed. It now activates and functions, does things.
Got you. I'd say it's been about 4 years since it's attached itself to me. This stone.
Fairly young.
It was really nice accoutrement to my hand at first, but it appears you know a lot more about it than I. I know it interfaces with giant tech. Not much more than that.
To give you a little rundown. Too long, but shorter than you. Probably about maybe 6-7 months, I guess. Very short time period. But to give you a little information, they allow communication between others with Heartstones, although we haven't been that successful with them. Like a Sending Stone, but planet-wide. It's pretty incredible. We unfortunately... We're not really sure. Every time we attempt it, sometimes we connect. Sometimes we reach out to other entities with Heartstones we didn't mean to. It can be a bit risque, to be honest. And we also have the ability to, or at least for ours, there seems to be the souls of giants attached to them. And we have experienced visions of these memories that the giants had.
Oh yeah, you had any weird dreams, Grim?
I've had a lot of weird dreams.
You think you're a
giant specifically?
Giant, perhaps, yeah.
I've meditated a lot of weird things in my time. Not that I can think of, but I'm interested. Can I touch my stone to his stone to, like, do I get any sort of feeling or something like that if I'm trying to get like a...
The first thing I did with Ali. I tried to touch his stone.
Exactly.
You can touch tips. Yeah, of course you can.
Touch tips. Yeah. I touched the tip.
As the stone gets closer to Bartholomew, you feel that attraction, that magnetic force that you feel whenever you bring them within contact of another giant piece of giant tech. And for a moment, it adheres to the top of his gemstone. But could you make me an insight check, please?
100%.
Touch the butt.
There is something a little bit different about Grim's Heartstone as well, I should say.
13, but I'm going to use my inspiration, and because I would like to read it as much as possible. Never mind, we're going with a 13.
13. Whereas all of your Heartstones seem to glow with a very soft inner light most of the time. Harry's the most obviously, like shining green a lot of the time. Grim's is completely black. The gemstone in the center of Grim's must be some sort of onyx. There is no light coming from it at all.
Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify. No light or a black light?
No light. It is dark. There is no illumination at all coming from it. As the gemstones interface, for a moment, Bart, you feel the shiver go down your neck. You feel cold for a moment, and something within you is very scared, disturbed, just for a moment, and then the feeling passes, and you know where that came from. It's momentary, fleeting.
Look, I've had similar.
See this in his eyes.
I saw like a huge expanse of just void of darkness when I connected with Harry's. So I'm like, yeah, these things are fucked.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you felt, but these things are alien. I don't like them. I didn't even like how I got mine, the circumstances. I know about you, but they feel more like a curse than a boon.
Oh, curses. Yeah. Don't know if I can do much about that, unfortunately. But maybe it's a good curse. Not all curses can be bad, like it's curses means someone stuck it onto you without your permission. Could be a good curse.
I've never heard that before. A good curse? Are you... Anyway. Sorry, I'm only half listening. I've got the message here for Mira. I'll just say it out loud to you all before I reply back. I've just said volcano disabled, along with 6 other Nostea volcanoes connected via network. Possible giant power source? Question mark. Evacuates sky cities as precaution. Harry kidnapped by cloud giant. I thought you know.
One.
I love the afterthought of it.
One rejection, Niles. We don't know if the other 5 are also volcanoes. They might take shape in a myriad of different ways.
So you know for a fact that or at least in Ember's dream, it's not really a fact. You know that in Ember's dream there were 6 volcanoes total. You know that 2 have already erupted in various points. This was the second.
Yep.
And in your vision of the giant dreams, you saw that they'd constructed 6 for the plane of fire. There are other rings, possibly many more.
Good.
Should I change that, or are we happy?
Maybe
with
rather than 6 volcanoes, just 6 rings.
No, I'll say
Maybe
Nostaean rings. I don't know if does Mira, as far as Mira's concerned, though, we were investigating the volcano. She doesn't know that they're rings.
She knows nothing about the rings.
No. I just don't want to point her in one direction and her miss.
Yeah.
Concerns.
I mean, we could change. We could redact a little bit. Maybe I think we need to kind
I'm
of.
I'm worried about the cities, but if there are other rings that are possibly still active, not connected to the fire rings, the city's power source might hold out.
Maybe
do we remove that part in favor of something else?
Clarify with Mira that they're not it's not a volcanic eruption; it's a portal or ring. As we know.
To the elemental planes.
Yes.
What about that? Elemental portals.
Yes. So I say volcano disabled was elemental portal.
Mm-hmm. 5 left. Do you have words for those 2? 5 left?
Yes. 5 left.
Okay, that sounds good.
I might say possibly more.
Harry Cloud Giant napped.
Grim, do you know the Tempest Guild or Mira? I know that you know Lyra.
Grim, you've heard of Mira before, the Dragonborn hero of the Tempest Guild who helped defeat Tiamat. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about her, yeah.
Oh no, I meant like, have you met her? Like, I'm not sure how you know Lyra, sorry.
Oh, no, well, back in the Unseen University, it's where I bumped into Lyra during my studies, but
I
haven't met anyone from the Tempest. Oh, good. Well,
we shared some drinks and I think a funeral.
Sounds like a normal time for the university, I guess. A lot of people go there, a lot of people drop off, I guess. Part of life of adventuring, I take it.
I mainly experienced the tavern across the street. I never went inside.
It's lovely inside. Grand hallways, plenty of books if you love to read. Plenty of things that
maybe we keep searching for now. Just
Yes.
I'm just mindful of the power source situation. And I think sort of while they were having that conversation, I may have been just sort of trying to clear the rest of this room.
I'll search, but I'm still gonna like co-workers chatting, pretending to do work. I'm gonna keep talking to
just wandering and just lifting up papers and stuff and just chatting.
Just asking more about the gods. The one specific thing I would like to know, but the rest is just going to be like back roleplay that we don't have to do. But I would like to know, Grim, how did you get your stone?
Well, it was going around finding necromancy and stuff like that, and we'll talk about this. Funny, we were just talking about this before.
Yes. You fought a lich or another necromancer, was it?
Fought is a strong word. A lich was there. Maybe it was a necromancer that's hiding out his little hole somewhere.
A really wrinkly necromancer. You know how it is.
Right, you get them mixed up somewhat. Lich, necromancer. But yeah, I found my stone. Reached into a chest and popped on my hand.
I kind of do a bit of a hoot. I'm like, hoot, hoot. Bit of a... Yeah. I try to link back through the mind link to Bart just to see again because I want to tell him something.
I'll probably be focused enough to now. I was too in my own mind to connect it, but I'll connect it this time. Although I would like to do an insight check on Grimm's story about.
Oh yeah.
Grim.
Me too.
I'll grab another deception check, Grim, for your blatant lies. Bart, please feel free to roll an insight check.
Can.
While that's going on,
Absolutely.
Lyra,
Deception.
could I get a perception or investigation check as you continue to explore the remainder of this
20.
room?
Whoa,
No,
no,
20
no.
for a deception check. He's sticking to his story. It's a consistent story. Insight of 9. Yeah, but he's on the up and up. I mean, fuck, he came in contact with a lich. That's amazing that he managed to get out of there alive. He must be pretty impressive, actually. Yeah.
You hear in your head as soon as you get that revelation, as soon as the mental link reestablishes, Niles goes, finally. No, he's lying. Very clearly lying.
Really? He seems so, I don't know, Jorge, Jeremy, I don't know this. I'm enwrapped by him, to be honest. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, Bart, but no. I've been around some court functionaries in my time, and I can tell you
We did say the god of commerce. Maybe he's a bit of a swindler.
Well, maybe. I've seen some of his type around in the Silverwind family. I can tell. I could tell. I mean, my cousins, they'd probably be really impressed with the way he's, bringing to life his own workforce. That would be a complicated conversation to have. Never mind. No, he's definitely holding something back. I don't think it's because he's intentionally lying, because he's hiding. He's afraid of being caught out. I think perhaps he's gotten his stone somewhere he shouldn't have. And there's only one...
He's already sort of leaning on the edge of morality.
Well, there's only a few places in the state that I know that would harbor such taboo.
Maybe we just, at some point, if it becomes a problem, we'll tie him down and I'll zone of truth him.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Anyway, guys, I have the reworked message to Mira. I've focused a little bit more on the elemental portals, planes, rings, whatever we want to call them. Volcano disabled. Was fire elemental portal, 5 left, possibly more. Other elemental portals may also be in Nostea. Harry kidnapped by Cloud Giant. I'm leaving that last bit in. I feel like it's pretty important. I am a bit worried about it. She might be able to, Mira might be able to go talk to Sinmare and figure out what's going on there. Yes. Am I good to send this?
Sounds good. Thanks for writing that one.
Grab the stone out and I relay that message to Mira.
A moment later, Mira's voice echoes through the stone. Concerned about Harry. We'll get him back as quickly as possible. Good job on volcanoes. We'll monitor situation closely. Return to base.
Oh, excellent.
All right.
Was prompt.
Lyra,
Very good at getting back.
your 11 perception check. As you sort of muck around with the remainder of the holographic image, this illusionary screen that appears above the desk, there's a number of other screens that seem to be linked into this. Ones that show a number of other aspects. One which shows a full floor plan of the actual volcano as you kind of flick through.
Oh, that's handy.
Looks like it's very, very handy. The other one, which looks like... At first, you're not sure what it is that you're looking at. It looks like a series of numbers followed by these semi-random strings of letters and then a very short description. And there's a massive, massive jump, like loads and loads and loads of numbers and then nothing. And then the numbers increase to a huge level and there's only 2 entries after this huge, long gap.
Oh. The 2 entries, like, would
You've got comprehend languages. Like you can see that like the text after it essentially says that the text that you can read that makes sense. That's not just sort of, as far as you can tell, random symbols and letters. The text reads power disrupted, energy siphon offline, auxiliary power.
All right, so I'm assuming this is some kind of data log, like, or connection
Like a
log kind of
record.
thing. Does if I sort of scroll slightly further, like up or like
there's
down?
One more thing. There's one more thing it says. Sorry, and this is important for you. At the end of it, it has accessed by Corius.
Hang on, can I get that name again? It froze right as you gave the Corius.
Just me.
Chorus, yeah.
Corius. Accessed by Corius.
She.
Wait, so that would have been. This must be an old log then.
Doesn't seem to be. Wait, no, it wouldn't. Sorry, it wouldn't say Corius. It would say accessed by Sindaris. Sindaris. It would say.
Oh.
Niles of stone. Yeah.
You have Sindaris' heartstone.
Is there any reference in that log to taking out the other power supplies or anything? Like, is it, how they're sort of linked? No,
this a lot of it seems to be Bartholomew.
Did you just say she can see who logged into it previously?
Yeah.
Does it say the name before him?
Yes, it does.
Sindaris? The woman?
It wasn't the woman who logged into it.
Oh, so it was the fire giant that powered it up?
It was the fire giant.
Yeah.
What's their name?
His name is, I'll pull it open. His name is Erdur. Erdur. Erdur.
Okay. That honestly is a big thing because I remember all of us were chatting about this. We thought that it was the brother.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't recognize him when he walked in, though. Remember, like you did see him there.
Yeah.
The last entry before that, though, as you go back in the log, the last entry before that, because I'm assuming as you go back, the last entry before that is Brynja, Forge Master Brynja. He's the one who shut this facility down. It looks like the one.
Question. Do they have dates?
They have a string of numbers which don't resemble any calendar you've worked off before. Sorry.
Look, Bart's going to note it down if that's okay for future reference.
Yeah.
This basically could be telling us when the shining white light, giants disappearing, actually happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Lyra will translate it if needed.
In that case, you can write in the date if you want to record this, either one of you. You can record this as 2E.613.
Okay.
All right. And then, unless there's sort of anything else interesting in that log, I might go back to the floor plan and just have a quick skim over them and just see if there's anything that stands out as either important or potentially good loot before we lose the lights.
Yeah. The floor plan seems to depict the facility. There's a lot more deeper that has been flooded with lava. As you look at it, you can see that a lot of the lower levels have been completely flooded. This facility extended deep into the ground a long time ago. And that chamber that the cloud giant was mucking around with, it's the top of another 6 floors that, again, completely flooded and inaccessible now. As you look, though, Lyra, as you're kind of playing around with this, you can see that there are potentially what looks like, as you sort of like mucking around, it looks like there are links. As it zooms back out, it shows a map that you do not recognize. There's no land masses that look similar at all. But the place where you are, in the giant dream, when you got to see the caldera of this enormous supervolcano with the volcanoes arranged around it, it doesn't look too dissimilar to that. And you can see another 5 locations along with this one marked on this map. And the continent, it's very Pangea-esque, this enormous large central continent, these like sections coming out around it. You think you're looking at the old map of Nostea before the ruin, before the gods fought and the continents were smashed and broken. I mean, this section down here, maybe that was once the Shattered Isles. You can see this continuous tail of what's become now Oceania before it was broken apart and turned into the Shattered Isles. The other locations, they are also listed as inactive along with yours.
Okay. I'm just thinking, are there any sort of interesting, sort of distinctive land masses or anything sort of on that old map that might clue us into what the current location of those other 5 points are? Like,
as you look at it within 11, there's no resemblance to the map of the world as you know it.
If only we had Figment. He could have done the calculations.
Yeah.
yeah. Can I maybe ask Grim or someone, like, if they can do just sort of a quick rough sketch or
Yeah.
something, just to sort of copy this down, because I think someone will know where this, you know.
You're smart. Where do those consonants used to be?
Easy sorted. I'll jot this down right now and figure it out. Would you like me to roll a?
I'm just going to go flat intelligence.
Flat intent? Let's go flat int. Let's do int, baby.
Flat int. Just using raw intellect.
Just
18.
like,
There's a lot of...
brain power.
That's not raw intellect. That's cooked intellect. There's a lot going on there. As you examine the map, Grim, you make a few notes, but you don't think you need to really worry too much. You can piece together a fair bit of this. It looks like a number of the locations are now positioned in the Shattered Isles. One of them's positioned in Balmia. Looks like there's one of these locations not too far from the Dwarven Island, the Dwarven Kingdom of Balmia, and another 2 located in and around Chiari, the dragon and dragon-born continent towards the southeast of where you are. I mean, all up, it looks like there are sort of 3 of these volcanoes distributed through the Shattered Isles, 1 near Balmia, 2 near Chiari, where these elemental rings, elemental siphons were located, all listed now as inactive.
Yeah.
I think 2 Shattered Isles, 2 Chiari, 1 Balmia. Yeah.
I think I might just sort of yell that part out, like, where sort of I'm like, oh, also, this things are seeming to indicate that the other volcanoes, at least these fire rings, are possibly inactive.
Is that good?
Yes. Well, for us, maybe not for anyone if it's currently powering a flying city. Or in a ship.
It might not be either. I mean, unless...
Hopefully it is powering the cloud giants. I'm crossing my fingers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be good.
You know if there's any
the camera
flying cities
zooms
in
out.
those areas?
Camera zooms out to to Harry on the deck of the Cloud Giant ship as they're ready to start like interrogating him, and then suddenly the power cuts out, and it's so you hear Harry go, "Oh no!" as it just drops out of the sky. None of that.
Another thing about it, these were initially inactive. It's only been recently turned on again, and I don't think they've been active the whole time, unless there are specific ones maybe on the cities that, you know, no one just ever knew about.
I mean, the Cloud Giants strike me as a smart bunch. I think they would have their network on a separate system. I mean, I don't quite know how it works, but I mean, I don't think they would be connected into this similar system. I think they would be probably operating on their own. Yeah, on their own. Yeah.
Well, let's hope so.
With an intelligence of 18, with the log still open on the screen in front of you showing this access, something Lyra's missed that's only just sort of caught your attention as they're as you're closing down, getting ready to leave. You notice that most recent activation, the one by this giant called Brynja, the text you can't really make out, but as you get Lyra to read it aloud to you, the log reads, "Cyclical test activated. Results pen," and then it cuts out.
It was like P-E-N-D, was it?
And then it just cuts out.
P-N.
Tests, results pen, and then that's it. Nothing.
Is that dated that same 2E613?
That is the log, 2E613. And
He
then
could
the
be
next
like
one,
mid-test when he got pooped.
the next one after that is 6E472, which you think is either the date that the fire giant activated or the date that you guys activated. It's hard to say.
Wow.
Before we head off, is this thing just showing the fire giant rings, or could we see any active rings possibly? I'm just
I
wondering
will have a look.
if we could
Just while we're on the
Looks like just
sorry,
the
just
fire
while we're still on the
giants.
logs, I just wanted to log what today's date is, just in case they use a different calendar system for what we use.
6E472.
All right, so that's Yep. Okay. Sweet. In that case, I'll go back to the maps and see if there is anything else of, ring related or anything else that seems sort of interesting.
As you flick through, doesn't seem to be any other references to other sites. It looks like this terminal is fairly limited in what it can access, but it was designed to provide updates and status on the energy siphons for the fire giants, specifically those connecting to the elemental plane of fire. The only other thing you can glean is that there were 2 more sites that were also participating in this cycle test, whatever this cycling test is or cycle test is. There were 2 more participating in it, one in the Shattered Isles and the one near Balmir. But both are now listed as inactive. Whatever this test was, it has now been shut down, either by your actions or... looking at it, you think probably whatever's disrupted this, breaking that gemstone, has not just disrupted this one, but disrupted all that were on that test. The rest of them are all inactive and have been for a very long time.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping that this might point us to Riz's home. I was just... It's been on my mind as a possible safe haven for Satine and my family if the worst happens with Hadar.
Yeah, Riz has also sort of told us he's kind of in and out of the astral, so
That's a
it's...
good point, and we also know now that the cloud giants have access to some sort of ship in the astral sea as well, which is a bit of something to consider.
Well, that makes sense. They I don't know if we told this to the rest of you, but we learned that me and Niles learned the cloud giants had connections with our people in the plane of air before we ever even arrived to Nostea. They contacted our ancestors and had relations with them prior to our arrival, meaning they were all already tampering with inter-universal communication.
I suspect that is also why our society is organized the way that it is, now that I think about it. Yeah, bit to take in there.
I think Sinmare might be a good one to talk to about a lot of this stuff. I
agree.
If anyone's going to know, I think it's her.
Well, I think we were eminently going to be speaking with Sinmare before we were pulled here. At least with this threat out of the way now, I'm hoping that she'll be free for a bit of an audience, bit of a chat.
Sinmare is the storm giant princess, right? I don't know if I've ever sort of just passed this fact over, but did Sinmare also disappear with the giants, or has she been here the whole time?
No giants were left on Nostea that were alive.
Actually, Grim, what are you going to do now? Are you going to stick around? Are you going to go somewhere else in the Shattered Islands? Or are you going to go back to Oxenfurt? That's where we're going to be heading.
Yeah, we can give you an introduction to the good guild. We can ask Mira if she wants another member.
Bart's going to actually jump in. Grim needs to come with us.
No.
He's got the handstone, so it would make sense.
I don't know many other people if these are handstones, and well, Jessica and I haven't got much else to do, so if you would have me, I'd love to go check out the Tempest Avengers, the Tempest Guild, the Tempest of Temp.
The Tempest Adventuring Guild. Yes. Good. Excellent. You can make introductions. You can meet all of the people that we have assembled there.
Let's get one of the business cards.
I already gave him one. You can have another one.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Another business. I don't have any business cards on me.
I'm
looking forward to this trip.
Excellent.
This would be lovely.
I just had a thought.
Who's the head of the guild again? Lady who did the
Yes, Lyra.
What's her name again? Lyra.
Mira.
Mira.
Myra.
Mira.
M-I-R-A.
Mira. Mira's there. I'd love to meet her.
I had a thought. We're going to try and take this giant crystal back with us. Is it going to be okay on the boat / the airship, the teeny tiny airship and boat that we used to get here? Would we be better off burying it somewhere and then coming back for it when we've got the bigger airship?
If we can get it on the boat at least to Mudria, we might be able to organize some sort of transportation, mailing service, shipping service.
Do we trust others with it? I mean, I'm kind of afraid of a giant coming back for it in the meantime and just going smoosh on wherever, you know.
Oh,
Well,
But
I'm not
I'm thinking,
reading it here. I already know how easy it is for Bart to locate object things. Like burying in dirt isn't going to do much in my
yeah,
eye.
that's a good point.
This?
No,
Pardon?
we only do what we can do.
we'll take it as far as we can, and if it becomes too cumbersome, we'll just deal with that.
Leave it in
when
the ocean?
happens. Yep.
Yep.
I'll start making the disc.
Does your disc look like a lot of spectral bones, Grim, that rise from the ground, and you have these like little bone hands that crawl along the ground underneath it?
100% yes. Way cooler. Yes, it does.
As we're kind of waiting, as this like disc is being built, I'm going to message back to Bart and be like, so you gonna tell me what's really going on?
No.
Should I be concerned?
Yes. Grim can't leave. No one can leave. We need to stay together. The fact that Harry is gone is 10 times worse than you ever thought.
Okay. I'm going to trust you. But you're acting like you did when you spoke with Vice, and I'm a bit concerned about that.
No, that's fine. It's not anything like that. We may also need Threin back. I don't know the full scope of it. Our conversation with Grimwald. I'm in a situation like him, I think. I need somewhere careful to speak with you. Even this right now, I don't know. I don't know how this shit works.
Okay. Just all right. And I'll leave it at that then. As long as you weren't talking to any demons, I'm not too concerned.
No, actually, I can't tell you about that either yet, but that shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Okay. I'm going to trust that you have things. Actually, you know what? No, it's fine. We'll deal with this.
In the interest of expediency, Grim, you finish your little platform of spectral bones as you work together to lift the gemstone on top of your little tensor's floating disc, or in this case, Grim's Grim's boneyard bringer follows behind you.
Yard bringer.
Grim's boneyard wagon.
With the legs.
Little tiny hands.
Centipede.
Yeah, little tiny hands underneath, like
Oh,
scuffling
God.
along like crab pit. Yeah,
Horrifying.
it's not good.
What a thought.
As you load the large gemstone on top, it is within the weight limit for Tensor's floating disc. You make your way back down. The journey back through the volcano isn't too bad. You've actually been pretty good with time. It isn't until you reach the lower levels that the lights begin to flicker and then cut out completely. In front of you, Ember uses Produce Flame to generate a small fire in his hands. Luckily, though, you're not too far from the chamber that was filled with lava, which provides a really nice glow, allowing you to kind of see where you are and get your bearings again. The tunnel and passageway beyond leading out to the open. The door is open. Grim did not close those doors behind him when he entered. So there is a light that you can see kind of guiding you out towards the exit. And as you reach the exit, you can see the two Maloran orcs, Setu, Mac and Setu, and along with his Triton companion Rilia, are there waiting for you. The gemstone is not going to fit on the raft. It's
What about
just not going to fit on the raft.
Does the gem float? I mean, I'm assuming it sinks, but does it?
It definitely
float?
sinks. How long? The question is, how long does your Tensor's floating disc last for, Grim?
An hour.
1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah.
You're not going
Yeah.
to get it back to the mainland in an hour.
Wait a
Oh, do I have anything? No.
Not unless we can somehow put it top down into the bunker you're holding.
No way.
Enlarge or reduce might come in handy if anyone's got that.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, I remember looking at it, like, did I pick it up? I'm like,
Oh,
wait a second, how long's that one last for?
I can make myself small. I can't make it small. I have a potion of diminution, so I could make myself small, but I can't make it small, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's potion rather than oil of diminution. Damn.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Wizard's got an
if
idea.
I can
guys.
cast,
Oh,
I'm
God.
using all 20 intelligence of mine right now.
Ah!
Good thing he's got more than me. If I can use, let me know if this is cool, Lehman's tiny hut on the raft, that's an 8-hour duration, 10 feet range area, and it holds all creatures and objects inside of it in that little hut. So if I can have the hut on the raft, I could have it in there with me in Lehman's tiny hut.
Okay, yes, but with a very slight modification. You're going to have to cast it upside down. Because then you can use Archimedes' principle of displacement. The level of upward thrust
so it's gonna
when
be
a
like
body is
that.
wholly or partially immersed in water is equal to the amount of water displaced. If you had the gemstone in there and you had Liam's tiny hut upside down, what's the diameter? It's about 30 feet, right?
Diameter, range area, self, 10 feet.
10
It
feet.
has on Liam's tiny hut.
It's not quite big enough for the
Not a big
gemstone.
hut.
It's not quite big enough.
Ah, no. I knew I should have picked up the other hut.
The other problem as well is casting it upside down. The only way to do that, I don't know how you would be able to cast it upside down, because I guess if you were upside down, you could cast Lehman's tiny hut upside down. I guess.
I wizard would be able to make tweaks, the necessary tweaks to
make the tweaks to cast it upside down. I would say you could cast it in. Yeah, you could cast it inverted. The question is, and then you just make it impermeable to water coming in and the gemstone going out, and then it basically becomes a giant invisible like bucket that's going to float behind the raft. The problem is, because it's only 10 feet, it's not quite big enough to offset the weight. That's our problem.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
And the amount of drag it would probably
the
put
drag
behind the
is
boat
going to
means
be
that we just wouldn't move.
You're basically trying to sail with a floating anchor behind you.
Bart has an idea.
Niles also has an idea, but Bart, you go first.
As we get to the water's edge, I don't know whether asking Rilia or even Melora. I'll try Rilia first. That'll be the easier one.
Yeah. It's going to be a bit easier to talk to Rilia than the goddess of the wilds. Yeah, just a touch.
So casually, like, oh, really?
As you guys walk out, there's the traditional, it is good to see you are safe. We were worried that something would have happened. And the strange man who rushed in, you are friends with him now? Oh, okay. As
we were
they
worried
point to
about
Grim.
You guys, did you not all see a giant woman made of what looked like white air?
Yes, we watched her come down from the clouds. We took the boat around the side. She seemed to walk right past us as if she did not care. She told us that if we stayed here, she would kill us. So we took the boat off, waited a minute or two, and then came back.
Okay. She's not a problem anymore. If you hadn't noticed, unfortunately, we're down a member.
We weren't
Hopefully
going to
not
leave our
permanent.
friends behind.
Well, thank you for staying.
We gotta find them first.
Rilia nods. Yes, you had an idea for me.
Yes, with this large ruby, this rock, gemstone, we need to bring it with us. This thing itself is a power source for what was happening. We don't want it falling into the hands of someone bad. And from the looks of it, it wasn't even just powering this one. We think that it was powering multiple. The scope of how valuable this is and how dangerous it could be cannot be understated. I don't know how, but I would need to get it to Madria at least minimum. Would you be able to communicate through song? I could even try to help with the Zestassians again to possibly carry it for us.
Oh.
I can try. Speak with the Cetaceans, yes.
I don't know if they're still nearby or not, but we're running out of ideas. And
I was just going to ask Mac maybe if you could get some of his Malor and Orc friends to come and pick it up. But that works.
Otherwise, I was going to say I could swim back to Seastride, and we would have a larger vessel capable of carrying this. Is there somewhere you need to be quickly? Why, we could bring you all back to Seastride if you wanted.
Well, other than finding out, like what Lyra was saying, where our friend has gone, Harry, the Heron gone one. No, I think for now we're not on too much of a time trial. It's just that we don't want to leave this here, if possible.
Okay, I can swim to Seastride and have a larger vessel brought over here. Where are you planning to take it? Back to Seastride and call an airship or?
Back to Oxenfurt. So that's where the other sort of wrinkle comes in. Because the airship that we came on, assuming it's still here waiting for us, that's not going to be big enough to take this thing back either.
Lyra, I'm sure that once we notify her and organize things, Mira could organize a better form of transportation to bring it from Madria.
Oh, actually, hang on. Can I chance my take my chances with fate and see if I can reach out to Mira?
Yes.
With the stone?
Sure, why not? You know she doesn't have a heartstone, but let's do it.
Well, I mean, I was able to get a hold of Shana/Varus this way, like...
Yeah, and that was weird. They don't have a heartstone either, as far as you know.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna try.
Give it a go. D100.
I mean, hey, maybe we get lucky.
For context, Brandon, these D100s have never been above a 20.
Oh my
wow.
God.
It is genuinely hilarious how cursed you are with this. 19. Lyra.
We make it not a D100.
Yeah, I somehow those 2 nat 100s in the previous campaign.
It's too funny. It's too funny, the D100. Lyra.
It's
pull the luck then.
As you reach out with the heartstone, trying to picture Mira in your mind. At first you see nothing. Then, almost like a heartbeat. Boom. Boom. You realize the connection you've formed in this brief moment is far closer to you than you thought. It's within you. As you open your eyes inside the mental landscape created by the Heartstones, for Harry and Figment, this is a mirrorless lake. A mirrored lake, a perfectly still surface mirroring what is above and below. For you in this moment, as you create this mental landscape, the forest floor underneath you is loamy, overgrown, choked with ferns and tangled vines, fungus growing from every exposed surface, the mycelium almost moving underneath your feet. At first, there's a familiarity about this place. The light, this evening's glow, reminds you of the Twilight Woods in the Feywilds. And as you hear that heartbeat again, you hear the rustle of branches and leaves behind you, and as you turn, you see yourself. But your skin is waxy and pale. Something moves and writhes under the surface. This other version of you mirrors you perfectly. As you kind of cock your head curiously, it does as well. What do you do?
Probably for the first moment is just inward panic of, is this the version of myself that died? But and then maybe sort of noticing the sort of the mycelium that's sort of around. Is that you, Swampy, by any chance?
Is that
or
you,
have I kind of
Swampy,
landed myself
by any
in some kind of
chance?
hellscape? Oh no, this is the
Repeats you
hellscape.
perfectly.
And I try and do something surprising, like that, you know, sort of, is it sort of mimicking me sort of immediately, or is it a little bit of a lag?
Immediately. No, there's no lag.
If you have not seen it, a small, this is just giving me creepy flashbacks, so to creep out all the people watching at home or listening at home. For any of you that's seen the short film of the ballerina dancing in front of a mirror,
I wouldn't watch it
do some
tonight.
unpredictable
Save it for the
movements.
morning. What do you do surprise? Do you like turn and jump? What do you do surprising?
Yeah, just sort of like something super duper unpredictable, like sort of a crouch, twirl, and then, just sort of like a jump back, like.
The figure does as well, mirroring you perfectly, but there's this ripping sound as it stretches back out from the crouched position, jumping, and you watch as the skin and clothing tears and unzips, it's not skin at all. It is this thin layer of what looks almost like leaf litter or plant matter made to look like skin, dyed and coloured. And as it rips and tears, you see underneath the swarming mass of mycelium tendrils and mushroom fruiting bodies that is Swampy. And as it tears off, you watch as Swampy no longer mirrors but steps forward, reaching out. This strangely amorphous version of you. And as these eyes, softly glowing, meet yours, you hear a voice call, Lyra, you right? And then the connection breaks.
What was that last word again? Like,
it was your name and then backwards. It said it forwards and then backwards. Lyra, right? It was really
that's weird.
Yeah.
Hate that.
I think as
my
the
favorite
connection
bit
breaks,
is Ali has no idea. Like, there are some times where the players know a little bit about what I'm doing and when I'm doing it and how things work. Ali has no fucking clue what this is with Swampy. This is all me having as much fun as possible. Like how you two had no idea about the Owlin history. Like, there's some surprises I keep for myself. Quite a few surprises I keep for myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Love surprises.
Oh, me too.
Heck with my players.
If he's getting inspiration from the short film, Ali, you're fucked.
It's going to take you. It's taking your place.
Swampy has been very slowly,
Oh,
over the past little while, becoming more and more like you, Lyra.
yeah.
Maybe it's not Harry we need to worry about.
Hey, it's a girl.
Now I'm just like terrified that that like maybe like she never got out of the Feywilds to begin with, and this is just some sort of fucked up like I'm here but not really here.
oh.
The entire adventure is just an M. Night Shyamalan but done by Owen.
I'm just puppeting Swampy around like.
No, I meant it zooms out and it's actually Swampy puppeting you. To be fair, you know that Dewey basically revealed that you had stolen something from the Feywilds, something that wasn't yours. So, I mean, that moment of fear as you go, oh, fuck, am I still there? It's like, no, a Fey did come to try and maybe not take me back, I don't know, but they accused me of stealing something, which would indicate you're not there anymore. If you've stolen it, means you've taken it away from the Feywilds. I would say that in that moment, that logic is the only thing that kind of keeps you spiraling into fear. This moment of, okay.
Can I look at my reflection in the water just to make sure it's like, you know, is there anything sort of weird with it? Just like the whole reflection-y sort of thing, I think, has sort of got her a bit on edge.
Your reflection looks like you. There's no... I mean, the fully green eyes you're still not 100% used to, because you used to have heterochromia when you were bonded with Shana. I think occasionally there would be this kind of uncanny moment as you see yourself with two green eyes when your whole life you've had heterochromia. That sudden realization, oh, that's weird. But apart from that, you look as much as you always did. A bit more tanned, the tones of your skin having spent some time in the Feywilds. Oh no, sorry, Eladrin. You're currently Autumn Eladrin, I think, aren't you? Yeah, so it's maybe some slight sort of orangey yellow tone to your skin in this moment, but very faint. But I mean, yeah, that exposure to the energy in the Feywilds has changed you a little bit.
All right. I think I just sort of replied to the others. I'm like, I couldn't get Mira. It was weird again.
That's okay. I reckon we bring it to Madria, and then when we return back to Oxenford, we organize something. I don't think I have to worry too much about it time-wise, as long as we're not spending a long time to get it back.
Well, we're just going to make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, too. I think we can trust... The Morlocks seem like a trustful bunch, and we've done a lot of work. It seemed like they'll look
very much. The woman that spoke to me, the priestess, she's a good woman.
Okay.
Can I just start up a mental link with sort of those present here, sort of in the party, just as like sort of a bit of a private group chat? But
everyone but Grim.
I just want to say, I'm like, the only thing I'm sort of concerned about is if we take this stone into a populated place, that if the giants do come looking for it, they're not really going to ask questions. I'm just kind of afraid that they're just going to smoosh.
Well, Madura itself is an island, correct? There would be, I'm guessing, other small raised sections of rock, maybe, or even some coves nearby, not near the city. There could be somewhere safe we could leave it.
I'm sure the Melora orcs have a hideaway or some sort of stash place that they could stash it. Like they could
They constantly have to worry about pirates. They would 100% have stashes.
Ember's going to nod at this point. Sea Stride also moves, right? Does that interfere with being able to track a location down? Like if we were, let's say we were to go the other direction. What if we took it to Sea Stride and called for the airship or called for help from there? Because the Endeavor's got to have an airship, right? Sea Stride's always moving.
It's a major city, correct?
Yeah, but there'd be places that we could.
Well, no. I'm saying that could be a good thing. If it's a major city, then we might be able to organize teleportation back to Oxenfurt.
Oh yes, that's a good point.
Or at the very least, an airship to pick us up. They'd have docks.
It's a larger city than Madria. Madria was just a village.
Madria's a town.
Sea Stride is a Sea Stride is a major city. They would have airships would be coming in and out of there all the time. We would be easily able to get a ferry over back towards Oxenfurt. Yeah, maybe that's the play. There's
a selfish reason I'm suggesting this too. If we go to Sea Stride, it means that the airship could quickly do a check-in at my village on the way back to Oxenfurt.
Oh yes, of course.
For me, I wouldn't mind checking on my home, and also with Flicker. I'm just worried.
Oh yeah,
100%.
I was meant to ask. Any luck? Have you been able to? Oh,
no luck.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure he must be not that far. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to go to the village as well, if possible. To be honest, I've been hoping that. 1 second here. That Kongchi is safe and sound.
Oh yes. We have not heard or seen of Kongchi for quite some time.
I have the ability to re-summon them back. Hopefully, I'm not sure what's happened, but I don't know if they've arrived yet. I still want to make sure that your people are safe. Obviously,
I appreciate that. Maybe then we ask Aurelia if he can go to Sea Stride.
Might be a plan.
I think Sea Stride.
And second thoughts, Aurelia. I think Sea Stride might be a better play. Yeah, I think you are right. We might be able to get a passage back to Oxenfurt more easily from Sea Stride, and I believe the stone being on a city that is able to move around might make it a bit harder for other interested parties to find it. Guys, maybe not. I'm sorry, what?
Maybe
Group
not.
chat's still up.
Bring the gem.
Maybe we don't go to Sea Stride.
Oh, sorry, I'm not part of this.
I know you're Grimmin.
You're in the
Absolutely.
Just thinking into our brains right now.
Oh, good.
What's
It's about the thing that's not a thing.
Oh.
In Bart's mind,
The thing
a bit
that's
of
not a thing.
reference, Bart is freaking out over the concept of going to an entire city that is basically full of Melora clerics, and we were just told that clerics and paladins and worshippers are going to eventually turn on us. That's what I was.
Melora doesn't have clerics and priests in the same way as other
storm
gods.
priestesses? Oh, okay.
Tide mistresses are more shamans and druids than they are priests and clerics. Melora is one of the only gods who kind of shuns a priesthood. The closest she has is the Tide mistresses, and they perform a sort of like matriarchal shamanistic kind of role more than they are her followers.
Oh, okay. I thought we were about to walk into like a water ambush, basically, by a bunch of like angry priests.
The only good place you could go to avoid gods right now is somewhere where Melora holds sway, to be perfectly honest. Like she doesn't have, her whole thing is not having followers and devout followers. And what's more, like, if the priests are angry, it's because the gods have told them to be. Melora seems to, I mean, from her conversation with you, Bart, you don't get the sense she's going around telling all of her priests, oh, you need to kill the Tempest Guild. Why would she come and talk to you then?
Even though she warned me, she did also say that she's also acting selfishly. Yeah, so she said, I'm also acting in self-preservation, so I'm being pragmatic. Even though she was nice, I'm not trusting Melora either, if possible. Okay, look, I'll redact that.
It's worth sharing, like so the group know what you're thinking. That is worth knowing. Because in that moment, the group are like, why are you scared of walking into a place with priests?
Yeah.
Well, because the Melora's priests aren't going to be a problem, and because Bart isn't comfortable telling everyone yet, that's why I'll redact.
Okay.
Anything.
Very well. I can swim ahead to Sea Stride and send back a larger barge if you're happy waiting here. It'll probably take me a day to get back with our faster ship.
Good. Sounds really good.
It does sound good.
Honestly, I think we all need a bit of a nap.
Yes. Bit of rest,
Very well.
bit of relaxation.
It's been a long couple of days.
It has.
You watch as Mac and Setu kind of catch eyes with each other, Mac going, do you want us to stay with you, or would it be okay if we went back out and saw if we could find any other survivors? You can stay here and sleep, find somewhere safe. We will be back. We won't leave without you until we know that the barge has taken you. But for now, I think...
yes.
Setu and I think we should
I think that could be all right.
You've
won't be
waited
too
here
far.
long enough. No, please be at ease and go and find survivors if you can. At least the threat now is neutralized.
Bart's gonna get up with a sort of groan. God damn it! I'll join you.
No. You are injured. No, please. We are just going to be sailing around. I don't know if you would be much help, and if we have to transport more people on the raft, refugees and people who are injured, you will just be taking up space.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
Trust me.
I'm just gonna sit back down. I'm not gonna argue back. I'm exhausted.
Well, take a rest. You look like you need it after what happened in there. We'll see if we can find other people, and maybe if we come across your companion Harry, maybe if he got out another way. No,
I don't think that would be necessary.
He's not on the island anymore. Something's happened, transported him. Don't worry about it. But thank you for the thought.
That is okay.
Nice thought.
Setu, we shall depart. See if we can find any other survivors.
Before they do fully leave, and with the party included, just in case this does help them, and I know that we're a little injured and I'm about to get it back, I did forget I wasn't fully empty of resources. I will just another sort of burst of wind across everyone. Best of luck, and may Melora carry you. I'm going to just do a Paladin tattoo and just heal everyone for 2d8 plus something.
Nice.
I'm not sure if they took any damage from like poison wind.
Have we given them a business card yet from the Tempest Guild?
Harry did give Mac one, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Right,
13 hit points. Nice.
13 hit points, yeah. And to all of us as well. I'm going to wave it across the party.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cheers, dude.
I know that we're about to sleep, but look, maybe something in the water is going to attack us. I don't know. I'm just being pragmatic.
No, that's good.
As Rilia the Triton dives beneath the waves.
Does that hurt my skeleton?
No, I'm not a dick. I'm not a dick.
The
The question is, does it hurt? Does it hurt you though, Grim? The question is, does it hurt you? No, it doesn't. You're fine.
No, it does not. No,
you're fine.
No,
As Rilia dives beneath
I'm
the
not that one
waves, his sleek aquan body disappearing below the water as Mac and Setu jump onto their outrigger raft and take off into the waves. As you lie down and take the benefits of a rest, the next 16 hours or so pass by fairly uneventfully. You may all benefit from a level up and a long rest.
Woo!
Whoa!
Hey, yeah.
Grim's really here, like, I earned this. Brandon's like, I earned this. I really earned this level.
Yeah, this baby. I was here for
It's like it's been 6 months since our last. Both long rest and level up.
As we're
Been a hot minute.
at some points in
I'm
between,
great, guys. It's been for ages.
in between bits of sleep here and there, with like the stars above us and the sound of like lapping waves, Bart will have a brief bits of like conversation with maybe Niles about Satine and how they met and her making him feel a bit free, and maybe even play a little bit of music. And for the first time, getting it added to yourself, Grim, I will give you inspiration as well as myself and Niles, and then everyone same as before, but first time Grim getting it, I guess. Temporary hit points, which is
It's not
Where
that
is
dumb, getting temporary hit points.
it's not. Usually it has the number displayed. It's got the
I think
calculation.
It It was 10,
12.
wasn't it? 12. There you go.
12 temporary hit points to everyone. But a free little inspiration just as I'll play some music through the night, and just a combination of musician and inspiring leader, just making the rest feel a bit more restful.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you.
At the end of that 16 hours, Mac and Setu emerge, having located no other survivors or people they could find, refugees from the town. And not long after that, you spy the view of sails as a large barge makes its way towards the island. And that's where we're going to wrap up for tonight, as the barge approaches the island and you prepare to try and transport the gem off it. So, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. That is where we will wrap up for tonight. We will be back next week with more Curse of Strahd on Monday, Return of the Giants on Wednesday, and during the week, for those of you who watch on YouTube, loads of Wandering Village and Baldur's Gate 3, as well as potentially some other fun stuff. So we'll keep you posted about that. For those watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We are going to go and raid a lovely friend of the channel. Tonight, that is going to be... let's go and raid... None of our usual friends are playing D&D, but it does look like Purple Tiefling, who normally do some cool D&D stuff, are actually doing an art stream tonight. So why don't we go and jump into them? It looks like they're doing a fundraising for some vet bills. I think we should go and raid them. That sounds like a really, really important cause. I'm going to get that loaded up. We will jump across and do that. If you're watching on YouTube, remember the YouTube algorithm has been updated and is shitter than ever. You will need to hit the like button and leave a comment if you want any hope of seeing this appear in your feed or anyone else's feed. I think YouTube is very much now committing to the let's fuck up Australia for trying to ban us to under 16s in this country. It seems like it is very much going after the Aussie stuff. So apologies about that. Not much we can really do. But if you want to help us out against the algorithm, make sure you hit those two buttons. They're the two most important buttons nowadays, the like button and the comment button. Subscribe is awesome. We love it if you can help us out. We're well on our way to 2,000 subs by the end of the year, and there's a very special prize, a very special fun stream if we do hit that number. So please do if you haven't already. But from all of us here tonight, stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you guys all next time. Until then, goodbye, guys. Farewell. See ya.
Later.
Bye.